Tony Jackson, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing outstanding. How about you?
I am so glad to hear that, brother. I can't even remember the last time I saw you. It's been so long. Do you remember?
I don't remember last time I saw you in person, but I follow your work, so I feel like I see you all the time.
I follow you too, brother. I'm so proud of you because you have, for those of you that don't know, Tony Jackson is a good friend of mine from the Richmond music scene. He has hit the sky. Oh, my God. It's just so cool to see you doing so well, buddy. You know, I remember seeing you at Collins Cove several years ago.
That's right.
And you made a joke. You said, man, I'm just trying to get where you're at. And I went, come on, man. And then I looked and I noticed you was in Nashville singing with all these stars. And I was like, wow, I'm going to start telling people I'm trying to get where you're at. How did it happen for you, Tony? What made you go from local musicians to, what was your idea? How did you dream this? What happened, man? I mean, it's amazing.
Well, I had a lot of help. I was in Jackson Ward and then around Richmond area, and I was in Half Brother Sid before that.
Mm-hmm.
In between, I was helping out other local bands. I did some work with Rosie Soul, and when I got back into doing music, I caught the attention of legendary Donna Meade, a.k.a. Donna Dean, a.k.a. Donna Stevens, and she was producing a show called the Old Dominion Barn Dance. She was just bringing it back. It's the old country music staple out of Richmond, and she asked me to be on the show.
Wow.
And so I did, and it went very well. She asked me to come back and actually be a cast member, and so I did. And then it went well. And after a couple of appearances on the Barn Dance, she decided, we had to take our show on the road. We had to go take the music to Nashville, and we did that. And we got him on board with a booking agent out of Nashville named Cade Entertainment Agency. And we just had some good luck, and being able to work with John Sebastian out of Love and Spoonful, and Vince Gill came aboard to do a song with me, and we just kind of took off from there. And so with the excellent team I've got behind me, and with the booking agency, we've just been able to play all over the country and make music. And so I'm just kind of riding that wave right now.
Amazing. Is Eddie still doing your drums?
Oh, yeah, he is. He's my tour manager.
Wow.
And kind of moonlights as the drummer. So he's really got his stuff together. He's really, 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 really good at it, takes good care of us, and the venues we play for also, and we've got a pretty well-oiled machine going. But yeah, I got Eddie. I also got Clay Motley, who plays bass and keys for me, kind of acts as a music director, and Doug Walls from Jackson Ward, who's on pedal steel, and Bob Breckenkamp, who played guitar with me in Jackson Ward.
How about that, man? It's so good to see you guys doing so good. I know it was unfortunate what happened in Vegas, but you were actually there for that, You saw that. The last time I think
right behind the Tropicana.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we were actually staying at the Hooters right beside the Tropicana, which is adjacent to the stage, and so we were kind of watching through the window. We were out for the Route 91 Festival. We were doing some other work in the area. There were people stuff going on the roof, but and we got to do a benefit concert that Wednesday after at Stoney's out in Vegas, and so it was good to be able to do something, but terrible thing.
I know, it was a terrible thing. It was, man, and I remember y'all posting things, and I wasn't trying to get into that, but I remember that, and you guys had shows out there and things like that. So, what are your plans, man? What's going on with your new thing, your new album, and where are you guys going to be headed to?
I'm making a new record. Actually, we've been recording in Zach Brown's studio called Southern Ground there in Nashville, and also at RCA Studio C there at Nashville.
Wow.
So we're working on a new project, and not sure when the release date will be, but we'll have the next single coming off that new record here in the next couple of months. And so
and what
going right back out.
I can't wait to hear it, man. I love it. I follow you a lot. I watch you doing the George Jones song. Man, wow. Really, really cool stuff.
I got to do that song at the Grand Ole Opry back in February. It's my Opry debut, and that that was a pretty special time. Yeah, and that was my debut in February 23rd, and I've been back 3 times since. And so
that is amazing, bro.
Yeah, it's opening some doors. I'm just kind of feel like I'm beside myself watching it happen sometimes, but it's pretty amazing. Very blessed.
It is. It's amazing, and I'm just glad to see you doing so well, man. And you know, I got to ask the question, man. We live in a world that's just so crazy, man. You have what does it make you feel like? I mean, I know a lot of us are beyond the realms of racism. Do you still experience that? Do you experience that at all? Is this
no, man? You know, I in terms of the genre, I actually find, contrary to what a lot of people might see, it's actually more inclusive. Than you would think.
I agree.
It's for everybody, you know, young, old, everybody in between, black, white, you know, Hispanic, and I've had nothing but positive experiences and good experiences from people all
so
over the country.
So many people are scared to talk about it.
There's the occasional backhanded compliment, you know,
yeah,
where
right.
people mean well. You know, I hear a lot about.
Me too, man. You can imagine
like,
if
you're not like what I thought. You know, you guys all don't rap, or you know, have you heard of Charlie Pride? And it's like, yeah,
funny.
every day.
But, you know, in a sense, man, I mean, it's really cool because it is revolutionary to me. I mean, I'm one that I love everybody. Come on, man. I hear the M word every day of my life. Midget, everywhere I go, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a secret world there, and I hear backhanded jokes and things like that. But, you know, I've learned to, in my 20s, I stopped fighting everybody. In my 30s, I accepted it. In my 40s and 50s, I'm just learning to love everybody, you know? So it's amazing to see something that is kind of different in country music that is just so huge and so beautiful and so revolutionary, man. And I love you, man. I think it's great.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Love your music. And, you know, tell us about She's Taking Me Home. I'm going to play that in a second.
So She's Taking Me Home was a kind of collaboration between me and my good friend Cole Capshaw.
Oh, wow.
Who's, you know, he spent some time in the Richmond area. He's in Nashville now, burning it up on the songwriter side.
Now, did he have another name? It wasn't Cole Kruger, right?
Nah, Cole played around the area with Boswell and the guys. But he, so I had an experience with a friend from a mutual friend of ours. I won't call the name out here. But we were hanging out one night. She said, "I'm going to take you out, one of my favorite spots." And we ended up going downtown to one of those clubs, you know, we call it the Ballet, but you know, where you tip the girls in real time, that type of place.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the Ballet. So,
we'll call it the Ballet.
I ended up, So I had just bought a brand new truck, and I put a lift on it and everything, and I was, you know, enamored with it. But she ended up having to drive me home in my own truck, and I hadn't been in the passenger side of that car before, and so I was just kind of taking it in. I had my head out the window, looking at my wheels, and messing with the radio, and you know, just so the song's kind of about that experience, you know. Riding in the passenger seat of my own car.
I love it.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm going to thank you right now, man, so much for giving me some of your time, man. I love what you're doing. I follow you. I hope to catch up with you soon. I know the planets will line up one day while we're out there, and we can hang out, do some lunch, and go check out the club.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Now we're going to play your song, buddy. Thank you, Tony.
All right, brother.
Talk soon, buddy. Soon. She's Taking Me Home.
All right, bye.
Seat I never used. I saw a girl I didn't know that I knew. Could have been the right time, could have been a boost. All I did was all that I could do. She was driving my truck. I was falling in love. She's glowing like the moon in those dashboard lights. We had our hearts on cruise on a Friday night. I was acting like a fool in the side seat. She was breaking all the rules right beside me. Never seen our shine so bright. We were flying high in my four-wheel drive. Our heart flickered in the moonlight glow. I'm long gone and she's taking me home. jamming to some tunes up in the club. Tell the truth, I didn't know where I was. Could have been the right time, could have been the bus. All I knew was we were turning it up. I said easy on the gas. She said you ride with me, then you ride fast. She's glowing like the moon in those dashboard lights. We had our hearts on cruise on a Friday night. I was acting like a fool in the side seat. She was breaking all the rules right beside me. Never seen us shine so bright. We were flying high in my four-wheel drive. Our hearts flickered in the moonlight glow. I'm long gone and she's taking me home. Years went by and we lost touch. But every time I see you pick up your rug, she's still glowing like the moon in those dashboard lights. We got our hearts on cruise, it's a Friday night. Still acting like a fool in the side seat. She's still breaking all the rules right beside me. Never seen I shine so bright. We were flying high in my four-wheel drive. Our hearts flickered in the moonlight glow. I'm long gone and she still takes me home. Yeah, she takes me home. I looked over from a seat I never used. I saw a girl I didn't know that I knew.